What is going on, you bunch of jumping jacks? This is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and welcome everybody to another NASCAR Diecast review provided by, well, you know that, the B and Circle B Diecast. But this next Diecast I'm about to show you is probably going to look a little familiar because this is on a 45 card that has won at Kansas not once, not twice, but 3 times now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves the Matrix of the 45 2311 diecast, but this one in particular, which these two we've already reviewed, but once again, we got to talk about another driver who just very recently won last month at the Kansas playoff race. That is the new driver of the 45 car for this year. Not new anymore, but it is the current driver, Tyler Reddick, in his number 45 MoneyLion Toyota Camry for 2311 Racing. And you can see this is the standard version because, heck, race version diecasts usually do not come out that quick. Unless time machines actually start coming true, and then we can get some diecasts at Daytona for once. But as you can see, this is a car that has McDonald's on it and no Monster Energy logos. And now, since I said that, the camera doesn't want to actually focus on it, so it is what it is. Let's go and start off the diecast review, the official unboxing of the MoneyLion car driven by Mr. Tyler Reddick. And alrighty, bunch of MoneyLion sons of bitch. Oh wait, this ain't Lionel. Well, anyways, here's the car. This is the car that, as you can see, I mean, if you guys are liking this car, for one feature in particular, that is the foil number. I mean, the thing that's practically making this thing pretty expensive, but hell, I have to admit, that does look pretty nice. As, wow, is that a blurry decal? No, that's just the camera not wanting to focus in because too many M's on this car, apparently. Well, okay, and you're probably wondering, well, since this car has, the McDonald's logo, where's the bases? Well, I guess it's not a big deal because MoneyLion said, hey, we are going to have these diecast produced on the 164s. What do you like it or not? And you can see, I mean, look at the grading on this, man. I mean, whoa, as you can see right there, I mean, I think we had ourselves a pretty loose chassis car because look at the freaking rear wind. Look how much movement is in this interior when I move the chassis. Yay, that right there is really nice. I mean, maybe they're not that money hungry after all, considering that we got ourselves a working suspension now on the 164. Just kidding, but and some random scratch marks too. Goddamn. I guess someone was not a big Tyler Reddick fan, but with all the quality control issues that we got, as you can see, this is a pretty nicely put together paint scheme by the MoneyLion team of Tyler Reddick now. As you guys know, Tyler, well, Reddick was the driver of the 8 car last year, but the MoneyLion sponsorship was originally with Penske like 2 years ago, and then they went with what was Kurt Busch, and then Ty Gibbs, or Bubba Wallace, or John Nemechek, and all the other rotation of drivers that we had in the 45 until now with Tyler Reddick. And I will have to admit, when this paint scheme first came out, I was like, I don't know about this. Lots going on. But dude, you want to know what this car kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of the Ducks Unlimited car that Truex not just recently ran at this year's Daytona race, the Daytona night race, my refrain, from the 2017 Bristol night race. I remember that. That is one of my all-time favorite paint schemes, and I must say, I love how Toyota, I mean, I love how this paint scheme is laid out, but you can see where the outlines are for the some of the accents for the Toyota branding. That's really cool that they were able to incorporate some of the paint scheme from the logo on the front onto here. Lionel, I don't know what's been going on, man, but they have done a really decent job with the really, actually, not a decent job, a really good job on the gradient. So, I don't know if they have listened to us because we've had some bad gradient jobs in the past. I mean, anybody who's a Larson fan probably remembers those Target cars that they butchered. They just couldn't get the damn gradient right. But right here, I will have to say, depending how overexposed your camera is going to show, as you can see, it's a lot more greener in person, but on camera it's looking a lot more teal. But you can definitely tell there is many different shades of blue and green going on in this car. I think that's what's really cool about this. Plus with the foil number, I mean, it may look like, I guess you could say like a colorful disaster or a colorful mess, but I think it looks really nice. I mean, compared to when we get to the side-by-side comparison of this car very shortly, I could probably ditch the red trim that's on the side skirts, but of course that's for the Toyota Racing design and branding. But look at that, we got Tyler Reddick and all those other cool sponsors. Borlove, remember them, they were a sponsor with Ryan Truex. Fun fact, that car was actually on the WLS mold, and I have that, so it would be a cool car to showcase on a rant review. But you see there's the Air Jordan logo right there, so yeah. Hopefully this car's gonna make scuffed up, like probably 2 things you never want to be scuffed up in life: Air Jordans and your diecast. But yeah, dude, look how bright that green is, man. God, that thing is so green, like a freaking piece of algae. Like, I don't know what that, I'm not quite sure what that saying says right there. It says something for the money. Well, of course you're gonna do this for the money. What every time you money. Well, I never thought money could be an adjective, so every time I money. Well, I mean, if that's the case, every time I have money is when I go out and buy diecast. So that answers your question. Then congratulations. And, well, not congratulated on what this camera's doing. I guess we decided to turn off autofocusing for today, so we're just going to improvise. This is a MoneyLion car. See the M? Which M? Well, we are missing one M, and that is the Monster Energy logo because, well, Monster Energy does not like their logo on merchandise. I mean, I wish there was more answers to that, but another thing to actually nitpick as well not nitpick, but if you are a 2311 racing fan, you know that diecast has been pretty sparse for y'all. As you guys know, if you guys haven't heard about the recent news, NASCAR Authentics, unfortunately, they will not be selling, NASCAR Authentics will not be selling any 2311 rights or any cars whatsoever because they just didn't approve the retail licensing for it. I mean, it's definitely a bold move to say at the very least, but only this car, regarding also all the other 45 diecasts that we had released last year, have been selling out. This one might not, but it is a cool paint scheme. But what I was trying to say is that this and the DoorDash car from Bubba Wallace this year are the only diecasts that have come out so far as of now. We will be getting more shortly, but yeah, this has just been a sparse year for 2311 cars, especially on the 164 line, which is pretty unfortunate because, heck, McDonald's wants their car on the bases, Monster Energy has nothing to do with them, and yeah, the whole merchandising is a mess right now for 2311, but god dang, man, if you guys have the privilege of picking this car up, especially if you're going to be around at I'm uploading this before my Homestead Miami race trip. So, but if you're able to find this at your dealer, absolutely would recommend it because what I'm about to show you on the side-by-side comparison is a car from last year. And you can already tell that this car is a lot more different. Now, don't get me wrong. Last year's car pretty much sold, and it is pretty much sold out. But, man, what a difference of a paint scheme this makes. I mean, if you guys remember the bright green that we used to have with the Team Penske cars, well, they kind of brought that back. And decided to put a full number on this because why not? Because, heck, I mean, I thought the full number was goofy at first, but as you can see with this very weird angle of a side-by-side comparison, well, I could definitely say that the number placement looks a lot better. This right here looks like it's cut off like a damn finger, so it's just like, huh, got you, bitch. But, yeah, I mean, an upgrade of a paint scheme, to say the least. I mean, the L and line is kind of cut off, but whatever. Though we're going to go lowercase today for you guys. And, of course, the back, the back doesn't look like it got, like, caved in by, like, the fucking wall or something, as you can see. I mean, I know, pretty bad joke to say about, especially what happened with the Kurt Busch, but, everybody did not saw my YouTube short. I mean, you're probably going to check it out because, yeah, that right there, that was the first batch of the next-gen cars. And, yeah, Lionel has done a better job on the decal quality as we're about to have a blowover. Look at this bitch. Did I mention that this car is very slippery? But, yeah, dude, I personally would recommend picking this car up. I mean, like I said, if you already have this 45 car, might as well get this because, think about it, you guys. We're probably not going to get any more Tyler Reddick diecast coming out. I mean, we are getting his blue and white Air Jordan car that's coming out, and they have photos of that car leaked, thanks to Lionel. Oh, they have prototype photos, so, but Tyler Reddick diecasts are going to be pretty hard to get. So this is the one to get because, yeah, no choice at the moment, guys. So unless you really do not like these bright colors, then I can't help you out right there. But anyways, let's do a nice zoom in zap for you guys, as I don't know why I'm just saying expressions. I don't know. I just like this car so much. I wanted to look at this one more time. We can ignore how these logos are placed right there because they're so tiny. But pretty cool diecast. It is a little pricey and has a working suspension. But other than that, I mean, heck, I think if you want to pay the added worth money for this, just make sure you don't get a wrinkled up foil decal, then that could be the choice for y'all. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this NASCAR diecast review of the Tyler Reddick 2023 MoneyLion Toyota Camry for 2311 Racing. Comment, subscribe, and this has been OBB, and I'll see you guys next time on another diecast review. And yeah, you bunch of damn money lines.